Ladies and gentlemen, we need to have a talk. You see, this is a video that I was genuinely debating whether I'm gonna make it or not. The reason for why is because I could genuinely not fathom or even understand how there could even be a disagreement on this subject matter. But lo and behold, I came across a Twitter thread and a bunch of chronically online responses, and then even some YouTube clips, too many in fact, that prompted me to make this video. So before we even start, we need to set some ground rules. You see, there are a million different ways to approach this subject matter to properly discuss it, but I believe the best way to compare and contrast skill on any sport is to look at the highest level of play and what it takes for the average person to get there. However, with that being said, we will only be looking at the skill, talent, and hard work needed to get to the highest level. We will not be looking at the politics and connections needed and all that crazy stuff, since technically it is irrelevant to what we are trying to get to here. So with that being said, let me start by providing you with my opinion on this subject matter first, and then we'll dig into the facts and break them down. As someone who's played both sports and games my entire life, this is actually a topic that I feel pretty strongly about. Ever since I was a kid, I was playing every sport you could possibly think of. But as most kids, I had my main sport, which was basketball, and I got to eventually play it at a pretty high level. I've played against Division I players, trained with a G League level athlete, trained with the player who was on Ballers Live, made it to finals in countless tournaments, and much more. And when it comes to the side of gaming, the highest level I've played at so far was in the Call of Duty Black Ops 3/Infinite Warfare era at a semi-professional level. The point I'm trying to make here is, I've seen both sides of the coin. I've seen what it takes to be a high-level athlete, and also what it takes to reach a high level in a game. To me, the answer is very simple. Sports requires far more hard work, similar levels of skill, but far more discipline. And overall, it is much harder to reach a pro level in sports compared to reaching a pro level in a video game. Then again, this is my take based off my experiences and what I've seen. So let's take a look at the facts to truly break this topic down. I've put together two charts, each one going over the most common skills, the routines, workouts, and practices each individual would have to follow in their respective craft in order to reach a high level. So, first off, to reach a level of a professional athlete in sports would require the following. Over 10K hours of athletic movement or playing the sport itself. Usually pro athletes start training at a very young age, some even before 10 years old. Lots of cardio training every single day, hitting the gym and getting a proper workout every other day, if not also every single day. Making sure that you are sticking to a proper diet that is catered to help you improve and play at your highest potential. Spending at least 2 hours every day solely working out on the sport you play, running different drills, studying the game, etc. Spending another 1 to 2 hours reviewing film and deepening your knowledge of the game. And finally, making sure that you are resting properly and also doing various things to boost the recovery process in your body, such as ice baths and, like foam rolling, ice baths, band workouts, lots of different things. So all that good stuff. Now, let's take a look at what it takes to eventually be a professional gamer in esports. Spending at least 6 to 8 hours a day playing the game of choice, typically involving only the use of your hands or arms. Spending at least 1 hour every day aim training to make sure your aim is on point. Studying film for at least 1 hour every day of your previous matches or ranked games to see where you can improve. Studying the game itself and researching to learn more and broaden your understanding of the game. And that's about it, aside from movement as well, of course, practicing your movement every day, which kind of comes under playing every day. So when it comes to gaming, it really is just about grinding the game as much as you possibly can, learning more about the fundamentals, and isolating different aspects of that game to focus on, practice at, and eventually improve until you reach a high level. where you may be able to go pro. So now that we have laid out the facts, I think it should be clear to see that actual sports takes way more dedication, way more athleticism and full body movement, way more consistency, and far more discipline to get up every day, put your entire body through physical gain, versus waking up every day to only use your hands and arms to grind something that inevitably releases high levels of dopamine anyways, making you addicted to playing it, even if your goal was not to go pro. Anyways guys, this is just a topic that I wanted to discuss just because I saw a lot of misinformation out there. I feel like this is a topic where regardless of the angle that you look at it from, whether it's factual or based off your own opinions, the conclusions should relatively be the same. At least if you're thinking straight. But alright guys, do let me know what you guys think about this topic in the comments, because I'm sure everyone's going to have their own take on this and their own spin on this, so I'm curious to hear your take. And with that being said, I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and take care.